Hey everybody, welcome to the Readiness channel. It's that time of year for me to get my summertime garden seed started. This year I decided to try out using a grow light to start my seeds. My particular area, starting the seeds earlier, I think is going to be a huge advantage. Now I know a lot of people use shop lights to do this, but if you've priced these things recently, you'll discover that there's not a lot of cheap options out there anymore. So today's review is going to be on this Harbor Freight grow light. This thing came in right around 20 bucks. I think you can get them on sale at certain times of the year. It might be a good thing to shop for. And I'm going to set this thing up today and show you how I'm going to use it. And let's see if this thing is worth the $20 investment. Let's get started. They're telling us that this is a full spectrum cool white light for all stages of growth. 19 watt, of course it's LED. They're also telling us that you can link up to 8 fixtures together. It's a low thermal footprint for energy consumption, plug and play setup, grow plants anywhere all year round, and rated for high humidity use. It comes with a couple of metal clips to hang it by, some screws, and it looks like a little piece of chain. So this thing's ready to go. All you need to do is figure out how you're going to suspend it over the top of your seed tray, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to handle that right now. First, I'm going to clean up some old scrap PVC that I have so we can build a stand for this thing. Okay, and just as simple as that, here's our finished product. The chain adjustment up here will allow me to move the light up and down as needed. And now that we have our stand set up with our light, I'm going to go ahead and put some soil in our starting tray, and we'll get some seeds going for this year's garden. Okay, just like that, we're in business. We've got our soil in here. We've put some seeds in that we want to start for this year's garden. We've got the light going here, and in no time we'll have some starts ready to put out into our containers. So is the Harbor Freight grow light worth the $20 investment? For me, absolutely yes. What the simple setup allowed me to do was plant my seeds a full month earlier than I would have been able to do using the previous method, the old south-facing window. And additionally, from the time I planted these seeds to the healthy starts that we have now that are ready to be transplanted into a little bit larger container was a full 2 weeks less time than it used to take before we used the light. Now that may or may not be a big deal depending on the growing zone that you live in. Some of the problems that I have in my area is we will get a very early heat blast in spring, sometimes into triple digits, even in the month of May. This method is going to allow me to have very healthy, vigorous starts that I can put into the garden tubs earlier, let them get established and get some growth on them before that heat hits. Okay, I just replanted our seed starts into some bigger containers, and I put them back in here into the grow light. Several things that I noticed about this versus the way I used to do it by just sunlight and waiting for the temperature to get warm enough to do it, is the roots on these things were formed very vigorously, more so than I've ever seen anything before doing it the old-fashioned way. I have no doubt that putting these under this grow light now will make these things flourish into a very healthy, vigorous plant that I can take from this point directly into the garden containers. On this Harbor Freight year I've decided, this year I've decided, son of a